Hello from my fall explosion of a dining room. Sometimes I'll create something, create a look, and I block out the whole world. It's like therapy to me to decorate, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. And then I share it on the internet and I'm like, that's a lot. But you know what? I had so much fun doing it, and I wanted to walk through the room with you today. I shared it on the blog last night and I shared a reel, but let's walk and talk through the room together. Okay, let's start here with this leaf hanger. I am so excited how this turned out. I know this is a little over the top. I feel like when I decorate seasonally, I always do one over the top thing. Might have done a couple in here, but again, I love it. But anyways, I shared last night that this is basically just a hanger, which you could use a normal wreath and hang it with twine. I happen to buy mine from Terrain, and I just love how it looks. I don't have a chandelier here right now. You could do this around a light. You could put lights in it. I kind of just left it as is. I wanted it to be super rustic. So basically I just weaved these, woven? I put the leaves in the hanger, and I just kind of made it a little messy. It kind of looks like a bird's nest, maybe a turkey bird nest. I don't know, but it adds so much texture and light. Another thing about this look that I love so much is that 95% of it is antique finds and finds that I already had. So I just chose elements like the turkey art that I already had, this taxidermy I already had, the brown plate. So basically the colors and the feeling and the vibe of fall. I had a collection of terracotta pots that are very fall color, a lot of feathers and amber bottles. I just used my antiques that I already had that had that rich texture and color and vibe of fall. And then I mixed in a few new elements, like these Pottery Barn pumpkins. Those are those terracotta jack-o'-lanterns, and I just turned them around. So I love using 95% old antiques. And are you blowing my candles out? It's not your birthday. My next tip that just makes any space cozy, it automatically elevates it, and Coat basically introduced the tip for me, is adding a cozy glow. Now, I have candles here that I will link. They're new finds, but you can find a ton of antique candlesticks. You don't need to buy new. You can use ones you already have. You can spray paint ones you have to make them look different, to fit your space more. But I love using a real flame once in a while, but you can also get flameless candles, battery operated candles. And then I love, you guys know I'm antique candle Co's biggest fan. I always talk about them, but I love adding that smell to the room too with a good candle. And of course I have pumpkin spice burning because it's my favorite, but that cozy glow will change any space automatically. It automatically makes it cozy. So if you just do one of the things, add a cozy. I'm not sure if you guys have seen these, but these are actually my brass candlesticks in my line with QVC, and they come in a set of 2. They are beautiful. I love that they look antique. They're not super shiny brass. They're very antique, subtle, but they add the perfect cozy texture to a space. I will link them here. I am obsessed with these. I actually had these styled in the front living room right now, but I brought them in here to show you, and I was going to do a look with them later, but I couldn't help but show you them here. So I will link them. These are amazing, and yeah, I hope you like them too. It is a little dark in here today, but I guess that's making it a little more cozy. I don't edit or filter my videos, but I do usually put presets on my photos just because it's a creative art form for me and I love doing it. So I do use my presets on them. But anyways, that aside, I also wanted to add scents to your room. So cozy to me is my 5 senses being at peace at once. And one of our senses is smell. Smell is so important to me. I've talked about Antique Candle Co. before, but pumpkin spice, all of their scents will set the mood. Sarah Joy also has one that is a caramel crumble. It is to die for, but I'll leave the link here for their other scents. They're all good. I have not met one that I don't like, which is very, very weird for me. There's usually like some in candle lines that I absolutely hate, and I love like 2 of them. So to love all of them means a lot. And it's also a small shop, so go support them. Okay, I promise I'm almost done. I could talk your ear off about cozy all day long. I try to limit myself, but I did want to touch on adding linens and fabrics to a space. So obviously I could have done a table runner. I could have added napkins. Those are just 2 ideas for you, but I wanted to show you what I did add. So I have my sweater hanging over here in the corner, and that just adds so much charm. It adds another texture to the space, and we all know the more textures, the more variety of textures in a space, the cozier it is. And I also added these linen window treatments recently that I haven't talked about that I need to. And that just made the space so cozy. Also, I wanted to add more linen-y shades to these wall sconces, but it's just more texture, fabrics, and we don't want to forget those when we're making our spaces cozy.